What really happens if you fall into a black hole? Is it a gateway to another universe? Or a one-way ticket to oblivion? Today, we take that journey. For hundreds of years, we have charted our solar system. We have come to understand how a star is born from collapsing clouds of dust and gas, how it lives for billions of years fusing elements in its core, and how it dies. But the more the universe reveals its beauty, the more we realize its profound mysteries. 95% of the cosmos is made of things we simply don't understand. The invisible dark matter holding galaxies together, and the mysterious dark energy pushing the universe to expand ever faster. But there is one mystery, one monster, that was predicted over 200 years ago. As early as 1783, the scientist John Michell wondered, could a star exist that was so massive its own gravity would trap its own light? Einstein solidified this idea. His equations showed that if you compress matter tightly enough, it will collapse spacetime itself. It would create a black hole. So, Einstein's equations predicted them. But what is a black hole, fundamentally? Before we begin our journey, let's cover the basics. A black hole is defined by two key parts. First, its boundary, the event horizon. This is not a physical surface, you can't touch it. It is a one-way door, a mathematical line in space. It marks the precise distance from the center, the Schwarzschild radius, where gravity becomes so strong that the escape velocity is faster than the speed of light. Nothing, not even light, can escape once it crosses this line. Deep inside that horizon, all the matter that has ever fallen in stars, planets, is crushed into a single, infinitely dense point, the singularity. This is the true center of the black hole. It is a point where our known laws of physics and spacetime simply break down. But if they are black and trap all light, how do we even know they're there? We can't see them, we see their effects. First, we look for them eating. When a black hole orbits a normal star, its immense gravity siphons off the star's atmosphere. This stolen gas forms a hot accretion disk that spins around the black hole at nearly the speed of light. Friction in this disk heats it to millions of degrees, making it glow brighter than a star, not in visible light, but in high-energy X-rays. This is how we found dozens of them in our own galaxy. Second, we watch what they do to other stars. For decades, astronomers at the center of our Milky Way track the orbits of massive stars. They found them orbiting nothing at millions of miles per hour. The only thing that could command such loyalty is an invisible object with the mass of 4 million suns, that is Sagittarius asterisk. And finally, as we've mentioned, they warp the very fabric of space, bending any light that passes nearby. So, we know how to find them. Now, we just have to choose one for our journey. We are in our hypothetical ship. From a distance, the black hole is just a patch of emptiness. But as we get closer, space itself begins to rebel. This is gravitational lensing. The black hole's gravity is bending the light from the stars behind it. The sky is no longer flat, it is folding. You see strange images. Stars are duplicated, triplicated. Eventually, the entire universe behind you is compressed into a brilliant ring of fire, called an Einstein ring, surrounding a perfect circle of blackness. This is the black hole's shadow, cast against the cosmos. We are now entering the photon sphere. This is the last possible stable orbit for light. A photon of light could be trapped here, orbiting the black hole forever. If you look to your left, light from the back of your head could travel all the way around the black hole and return to your eyes. In theory, you could see the back of your own head. And now, the strangest effect of all begins: time dilation. To an observer far away, your ship appears to slow down, your signal redshifts and fades. They would see you freeze forever at the edge, never entering, but for you, time feels normal. It's the universe outside that has gone mad. Looking back, you watch the stars pass by like a film. You see galaxies collide, you see civilizations possibly rise and fall. You are witnessing billions of years of the universe's future flash by in just a few minutes. The point of nitrogen monoxide return. And then you cross You have passed the event horizon. There is nothing here, no physical surface to crash into. It is an invisible boundary in space-time. It is the point where the escape velocity exceeds the speed of light. Beyond this threshold, the very laws of physics, as you know them, begin to unravel. Time itself becomes a river flowing only in one direction towards the singularity, and space stretches infinitely, no longer navigable canvas, but a tunnel with an inescapable end. The light that once streamed past your viewport now seems to be trying to escape backwards, forever trapped, and the last faint echoes of the universe you knew are stretched and redshifted into oblivion. You are utterly alone, adrift in a domain where cause and effect lose their meaning. A silent, dark abyss, or even gravity has become an all-consuming, one-way current. This is the moment of terrifying realization. You try to fire your reverse engines, nothing happens. Not because your engines are weak, but because backwards no longer exists. Inside the event horizon, space-time itself is flowing into the center faster than light. Your ship, once a vessel of exploration, is now merely a leaf caught in an unstoppable cosmic current. The controls are dead. The very concept of maneuvering has been stripped away. Every fiber of your being screams for an escape, but the universe outside is a memory, and the path ahead is an absolute, inevitable descent. The stars you once saw are now infinitely stretched needles of light, converging to a single, inescapable point, and the silence is absolute, broken only by the thrum of your useless engines and the rapid beat of your own heart. Imagine spacetime as a river flowing towards a giant waterfall, the singularity. The event horizon is the point where the current becomes faster than you can swim. No matter how fast you swim upstream, fly out, the river of spacetime carries you forward. You felt the current quicken, a subtle tug at first, now a relentless, powerful surge. The distant universe, once a calm shore, is now receding, warped line. You are in the rapids, and the roar of the waterfall, the singularity, is no longer a distant thunder, but an all-consuming vibration that shakes your very core. Every thruster, every particle of energy you expend trying to go back, is like a desperate paddle stroke against a current moving faster than the speed of light. You are no longer navigating, you are simply being carried, a passenger on a one-way trip over the edge of reality. And then, the darkness hits, an absolute, total blackness unlike anything you've ever known. You turn on your ship's floodlights, but the beam doesn't go straight. It bends and falls down in front of you, pulled toward the center. Light cannot escape, so nothing can reflect. You cannot see the console, you cannot see your own hands. Panic tightens its grip. The ship's internal lights, once a comforting glow, now seem to cast no illumination, merely a futile, bending arc that vanishes into the all-consuming void just meters from your face. Every pixel on your screen is dead. The physical reality of your vessel has dissolved into a terrifying, tactile sensation. You know you're there, but you can't see it. It's not just the absence of light, but the complete absence of reflection, of information. You are blind in the truest sense, adrift in a gravitational prison where even light surrenders. The inevitable future. You are completely disoriented. The control panel, the compass, every navigation system is now meaningless. Every arrow, every vector for up, down, left, right, all are now bent and converging towards a single coordinate. But it's not a place. The center is no longer a location in space. It is a moment in your future, just as tomorrow is an unavoidable future. The singularity is now your unavoidable future. You are no longer traveling through space. You are being carried by time, and time itself is collapsing. The end is not a destination you can avoid. It is an appointment you are forced to keep. And the nightmare you delayed by choosing a supermassive black hole now begins. The tidal forces. As you plummet toward the center, the gravity increases exponentially. The pull on your feet, which are just slightly closer to the center, now becomes thousands of times stronger than the pull on your head. Your body begins to stretch, an agonizing, invisible torment. You are being pulled apart at a molecular level, your form elongating, thinning, like taffy in an unseen cosmic grip. The ship groans, not from external impact, but from the immense differential stress tearing at its very structure. Every panel, every beam, every atom is being stretched along the gravitational gradient. Spaghettification, a term you once read with detached scientific interest, is no longer an abstract concept. It is your horrifying, visceral reality. That stream rushes forward, to the one future you cannot escape, the singularity. A point of zero volume, but infinite density and infinite spacetime curvature. Here, all the laws of physics that we know, Einstein's relativity, quantum mechanics, they break down, they cease to have meaning. You are gone, time and space, for you, have ended. But what happened to the information that made you? Stephen Hawking wrestled with this. Is information permanently destroyed, violating the fundamental rules of the universe? Is it encoded on the event horizon, or is the black hole just a bridge, a wormhole, to another universe? We don't know, and perhaps we never will. Our journey has ended at the very edge of physics, a place from which nothing, not even light, can ever return.